Bow, wow, wow. Bow, wow, wow. Bow, wow, 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 wow. What's poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at Doctor Who. But again, it is the new Doctor. It is, I'm gonna butcher his name, and I do apologize. Nikuti? I think that's what he's called. I could be wrong and I do apologize, but his second season of being the Doctor Who of 2025, and this is series 15, technically, but also not because the Doctor Who is split up into like 3 different sections. So, whatever. Here we go. So he is the new Doctor, and he's been a Doctor for 2 Christmas specials and 1 full season, and this is his second full season, and we're going to be getting into it right now with a quick story breakdown. So it opens up with the Doctor chasing around this girl who's being kidnapped because she has owned a star, and she's been taken to the star as a queen, but there is a time, glitch barrier rupture rift in between the planet Earth and this planet, so when they go through the rift they go through time, and there's a lot of timey-wimey stuff going on here with the Doctor leaving at the same time as her but getting there 6 months earlier, the TARDIS getting impounded, and a lot of shit goes on. Eventually they work out that the robot overlord, the AI overlord, is actually her ex-boyfriend from years ago, and they end up blowing him out of existence with a time fracture. They then leave, but they can't get back to Earth because there's something stopping them from getting back to Earth in May 24th, 2025, and they go on a load of different adventures. They go to a movie theater where they get attacked by the God of Light, and they defeat him by basically giving him infinite light and growing beyond comprehension. And that episode did make me cry. Gonna be honest, I shed a tear because for whatever reason, for the 2-3 minutes we had with these 3 people who were fans of Doctor Who, they gave me so much emotion, and I was genuinely upset when they had to go because they knew they weren't real, and they knew they were gonna have to do a sacrifice so then the Doctor could save the day, and they were the ones who saved the Doctor. They were the ones who gave him the idea on how to stop the Doctor Light, which I thought was really cool. And the budget for this season was absolutely fucking insane because of all the CGI, the mixing of 2D and 3D, the drawing them in this cartoon style, the drawing them in 3D style, the big monsters that they had to fight, and the costumes. Again, the budget felt much higher for this one, and I really did enjoy it because it genuinely looked sick. And the interaction with the cartoon dude I thought was really cool because, again, you couldn't exactly do that back in the day. And going on to episode 3, don't fucking remember what happened. I think we went to see Ruby Rose at one point, and I liked Ruby Rose's story. That one was really cool. I was gassed when I saw Ruby again. So we go to see Ruby, who gets a boyfriend. She's struggling to deal with Doctor leaving, even though that's what she wanted, and she gets a boyfriend who's really obsessed with Doctor Who then is you know what, fuck you, this is all about think tank, we're trying to show the wrongdoings of the company that the Doctor works for and works with to protect them against aliens. And I thought that was a really interesting episode because, again, it's an episode dedicated to Ruby Rose, we had Ruby Sunday, like we had in the season 1. But I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was really cool, really exciting, really intriguing with everything that went on in this episode. And just again, I didn't expect him to be a recurring character, but again, he did come back quite a few times throughout this season, and I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed this one. It was one of my favorites because, again, I love Ruby Sunday. I think she's such a great character. And this one, it's so much emotion to it with the characters, having to, work out, especially Ruby being manipulated and being love bombed for that long, for them to pull the rug and be like, I never gave a shit about you. I was just trying to get you here to pull this prank and to sort of spread the lies that you had because you're fucking stupid. And I did have thoughts about this episode. I'm going to be honest, from the way he was acting, I was like, you know what? Fair. The Doctor he wants to see the Doctor. He doesn't give a shit about Ruby. I guess that correct, but for the reasoning, I was wrong. Because I was going to be honest, and I thought, hey, he only wants to be with Ruby so he can get close to the Doctor and go on adventures. And he didn't take the antidote, so the Doctor will come and save him. That was wrong. Alright, I was wrong. I was close because I was correct in that he didn't like Ruby, but it was for the wrong reasons. He wanted to expose the Doctor. He didn't want to meet the Doctor, which I think is a massive dickhead move, and I hated this guy for that for the rest of the season because Ruby's such a goated character, and again, all these like episodes got you so in your feels because like the amount of like manipulation and like upset that Ruby would have had to go through for that like one moment, like her mind wouldn't have been straight, her mind wouldn't have been steady, she would not have been okay after that. Like, and we see her crying and we see her like going through all this shit like over the course of like a little bit of a slideshow over the next couple of episodes. And again, like I mentioned earlier, with like those three people like knowing that they're gonna die again, like there's so many like emotional moments in this season which I did really enjoy. And we got to know the new sidekick who genuinely just wanted to go home. Like, she did not want to be here in the slightest. She was like she has a time machine, and she just didn't want to stay with the Doctor. She wanted to go home. She was like, nah, I'm not one of your adventures. I'm not one of your journeys. I'm not any of this. I just want to go home. And the Doctor didn't even find out the mystery. I would like the mystery of like, oh, I saw your great granddaughter, and she looks exactly like you. It's a perfect genetic match. That's insane. And she's like, I didn't give you permission to like scan my DNA. I'm sorry, you're part of a mystery. I don't give a scan his DNA. Like, I don't think that's a big deal, in my opinion. Like, I don't think scanning the DNA is a big deal, but apparently it was. And like, she got an apology. The Doctor meant it, obviously, and the Doctor dropped the mystery, which is something the Doctor doesn't normally do. The Doctor normally sees a mystery through to the end, but for whatever reason, he dropped this one, and we never hear about it again. I'm a little upset about that because I would have liked to have seen why she has like multiple faces throughout time, very similar to that other like Amelia Clark character. I think that's her name. Don't particularly remember, but sure. We also have the final battle between the two, like, Time Lady Doctors who want to bring the main, like, first Time Lord back and destroy Earth. They also get a Wish Baby, which is the seventh son of the seventh son, who can grant wishes. The Doctor then, like, eradicates wishes and everything crumbles apart after he shoots, like, 1,000, like supernovas at this like first Time Lord to put him back in his cage. And because he spent so long in this cage, all the like rumors, all the lies, all the like stories changed how he was and how he was acting because he was in the Nether Realm. And that's what happens, like your legacy, your like lore, your like rumors, and your like Greek your mythology changes you as a person as a creature when you're in this place. So I thought that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. It built like a big mystery to like who the first Time Lord was, what does he look like, what does he want, and why does she want to release him. And again, this old lady appeared in every single episode, and she did in season 1 as well, so this was a big build-up mystery, which I did enjoy, and it brought it all the way back. But it's just, she was so much more obvious in the second season. She was so much more, like, clear to be like, oh, you're following this guy all over this place, but why? Why are you everywhere the Doctor goes? What is your motive? What is your purpose? What are you doing? I liked that. I thought that was really interesting, and the reveal of her bi-generating to be the Nadi. I don't remember the name, but again, all these Doctor Who villains are Doctor Who villains from the past. Like, he's coming back to fight his past, and that is like the big overarching story of this Doctor, to heal from the past. That is why he's here, to take on the past, heal from it, learn from it, move on from it, so that the next Doctor can like be happier. And I'm gonna be honest, he only has 2 seasons, which is quite upsetting. Very similar to the Rose Tyler Doctor, with like Billie Piper. I think that's her name, I could be wrong. But like her area of like time being a Doctor back in like 2011, 2012, that guy only had 2 seasons as well. So like these are like the 2 of the shortest Doctors. But then for whatever reason, Billie Piper has returned and she's now the Doctor. And if we don't get like a Billie Piper Doctor meets the like Rose Tyler episode, scene, anything like that, I'm gonna be livid. And I would like to know why they've regenerated to take her face. I would think that would be really interesting and really cool. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where they take this in the next season, because again, they've left out a massive cliffhanger, massive mystery, and thought that was really cool. That was a massive mystery, like genuinely massive, like cliffhanger ending. We got to see Jodie Whittaker again, which I thought was really cool. Again, to see her as the Doctor again, and I know that I did promise to like watch her seasons of Doctor Who, as well as like the Capaldi Doctor Who, but I just haven't gotten around to it, so I do apologize. That is still coming, and I will still try and complete like the Doctor Who timeline, which I am yet to do. I think it's been a year. It's been a year now since I said I'd do that. Unfortunately, yeah, I kind of got sidetracked. I do apologize. That is my bad. But yeah, I really enjoyed this Doctor Who season. Like, the episodes felt connected. We got to see everybody from season 1 make a comeback, who was like important to the story. We got to see other characters like make a comeback and like get referenced as well from the earlier seasons of Doctor Who. We had a David Tennant like, oh, he always comes back type like Easter egg as well, which I enjoyed. And there was just a lot going on with this season, and a lot that was really interesting and really cool, which I did enjoy. I had a good time watching this one. There was a load of new bad guys introduced as well, so it felt like a nice balance of new and old, revisiting the past and also moving forward as the Doctor. And again, I really enjoyed it. There was a couple of episodes which I didn't mention here, but obviously I just don't have time with my like 12-minute format of these videos. But I really liked this season. I cannot wait to see where they go next with Doctor Who. So other than that, hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next one. Hope you all have an excellent day. See you all in the next one. And this season is definitely one of the better ones. It is getting a solid 8 out of 10 because they brought Ruby Rose back, and Ruby Rose is a fucking legend. I hope they bring her back again because I really did enjoy her. But yeah, she's the best sidekick since like Rose Tyler and Amy Pond.